Hello friends, I am back with another tip for you, and today we're going to talk about putting our albums together. So I have my pages here all put in top loader pages. I prefer these just because I can move them around, I can, go and add or whatever. So there's more flexibility of those, but really it's just a preference thing whether you use those or the pages in Protector where you just put your page right on the page. I have my lovely What a Zoo 2, I believe, album cover here to obviously go with Animal Kingdom. I also had a spine made for our Disney vacation. This is part 2 because I have 3 albums for Disney, so I'm on the middle one. Now the color doesn't match exactly because this color was gone. However, I went with Jade because I don't mind if it's a little different. My suggestion, if you want the exact color, is to know what you're doing with your album when you get it and then have a spine made right away, because usually when the album's available the color for the spine also is. So we're going to use this album to put our pages in, and so I opened mine already, but inside you have a piece of cardboard that will just kind of keep your album together, and then some instructions. These are great, you can follow them or you can just watch this video. So thanks for watching. So to get started, the first thing you're going to do is pull your spine out so it doesn't get all bent up. And then you're going to open it and you're going to see these little kind of strap things here. You're just going to weave them through almost like you're undoing a watch or a bracelet. And you're just going to pull this completely out. You're pretty much taking the back cover of your album completely off. And then you're also going to pull this plastic piece off. Okay, and I just kind of set those aside. You're not going to touch the cover like this part. This side, you're just going to do the back. And then I'm going to take my pages, and what you're going to do is make sure all your little staples are lined up. And you can do, as many as you think you can do it. The fewer you do, the better with each run, so that way you don't mess up. I'm actually going to set those kind of aside. You're going to get a little preview of all my cute pages here. And you want to make sure these are super straight, like I just let that slide a little bit. And you're going to go ahead and slide those in all the staples. I'm at a weird angle, so it's really hard for me to do. There we go. So I did like 3 pages here at a time. The further in you get and the more comfortable you get with it, you can do more. And you're just essentially going to stack these on top of each other and put these straps through. So you're just going to keep doing this process until all of your pages are in and all the staples are accounted for. You don't want to miss the staple, because then one of your pages is going to start falling out and you'll have to start all over. So I'm just going to continue that process. Okay, so now that all my pages are in, I'm going to go ahead and reassemble my album by putting the back cover back on. So to do that, if you refer to your instructions here, you're just going to work, the opposite way you did when you took it apart. And that's hard to remember sometimes. So when you do it, you're going to start from the outside and work your way in. So you're essentially going to take this little strap and you're going to put it on the outer little loops on it. And then you're going to put your cover back on, okay? So, like that. And you're going to try to pull this as tight as you can while you work. I know it's hard. I have a lot of pages in here. Usually the max for an album is 2.5 to 3 sets of pages, but that also depends on how thick you make your pages. I had some thicker ones in here, so I think I'm pushing the envelope a little bit, but it'll be okay. I've had worse, I guess. The thing is, you might have a more floppy album the fuller it is, so just take note of that. But you're just going to pull as hard as you can. You're also going to kind of flip your cover like this, flip it back to how it should be. You want to make sure these are as tight, cinched down as tight as you can get them. And then you're going to slide your spine back on. Now I had a spine made, as I said, for this. However, I like to double up my spines because it just gives it a thicker feel. So I usually put the old one on, like the one it came with as the old one. Just slide it in. And you don't want to push too hard because you'll bend it, but just kind of like ease it in like so, okay? And then I'm going to take my new spine, yay, and I'm going to kind of gently fold that and slide it on top. Now you don't have to put it on top of the old one, I just prefer that just because it feels a little more snug. And again, like this is tighten up a little bit. So you just want to gently push toward the outsides and the middle. You do not want to bend it at all because it will get ruined. So just be very gentle, work it in little by little until it's all the way in. Give it gentle little pushes, don't shove it. All right, so there is my spine, yay! And I have a nifty look. Look at that. So thanks for watching, you guys. Remember to like and subscribe. That way you get more tips and tricks on how to do things like this. But if you have any other things you want to learn, comment below. That way I know to do a video about it, okay? Take care.